honor America with the performance of the national anthem, 8-time Grammy Award winner, Chris Stapleton.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, oh, so proudly we hailed at twilight's gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we walked were so gallantly streaming.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jags and the Commanders coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. And this is what every one of these guys waits for each and every week, CD, that moment of anticipation just before the game begins.
I know most of these guys have played well over 100 games dating back to their high school days. Imagine that number could go all the way back to the Little League type of ball. But that excitement before a game, it never gets old. They all know how to channel it once they actually kick this one off, though.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
All the talk, all the hype, but the pastors prologue as this Super Bowl is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. And we harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 2nd and 4. The middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now a first carry here for their running back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot. It's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least she gets something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Over the middle, complete. That's Reed. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. On 2nd down, it's Reed. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. From the gun on 3rd down. Vaughn. That'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you...
On 1st and 10, Vaughn going for the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Back to the air on 2nd down. Vaughn forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Reed. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Washington going to send out their punter. as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. They'll keep it on the ground. Reed. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Back to throw. Vaughn. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have the Commanders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break the tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go up over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Back to throw again. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will tie us at 3-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. 20, 5, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, the ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Extra point forthcoming. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. On second down, they'll run it here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Buying time, and he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Second down at 5. They'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
He finds his receiver, Watson. Ball sits on the 10, second and 5. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Here coming up. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Looking for... They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. On 2nd down now, it's Bass. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
He'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 3 yards out. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Washington offense back out there. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah,
absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. From the gun on 3rd down, Vaughn. He finds his man, complete. That's Barton. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. Throwing on 1st down. Vaughn throwing the out route incomplete. It's Barton. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll look to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, There's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. Now, I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for Washington, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staff get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
To throw on second down, Vaughn. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Vaughn. He finds his man, complete. That's Barton. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Reed. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. To throw on 3rd down. Vaughn. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's got Thompson here, complete.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Second and 15. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Knight. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Second down and 3. Back to throw again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 144 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll try the left side. It's Reed, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Second and 4. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Hands it off out of the gun. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
these guys are running offense like you drive, the pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Vaughn. And this one caught by Coates. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 2nd down, it's Reed. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 1st down, Vaughn. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Vaughn. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Second and 3. He's got room past the 30. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Vaughn. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Looking to throw on second down. Vaughn. And his pass incomplete. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Vaughn. He finds his man, complete. That's Barton. And he's going to have a Commanders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On first down, Reed. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Off the bootleg, Vaughn. That'll be caught right side by Reed. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Vaughn. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On second down now, it's Reed. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Reed. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Running with Barber out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. On 3rd down, it's Reed. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Reed. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, it's Reed. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 of the 22-yard line. So now the Jags down by 7. At time, a huge factor. And they have to have a touchdown to level this Super Bowl as they come up on first down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 73 yards. Well, they get it, the Washington Commanders, Super Bowl champions. And this historic franchise will once again possess the Lombardi Trophy. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey. And now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.